Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be sharing another Motivational Monday, and I am going to go over how I came up with the perfectly planned day. So if you want to learn how I figured out a way to plan out my perfect day and follow through with it, stay tuned. So I hope everyone is off to a great new year. I know we're all feeling extra motivated this time of year to maybe start fresh, to start something new, to actually follow through with something that's been bothering us for a while. And for me, and I know a lot of you as well because we've been chatting a lot in the comments about this, it is hard to get back into a great routine, especially after the holidays and the kids being home from school and holiday vacations and things like that. It's really hard to get back in a good routine. So I know in my head what I want to do every day. I think we all kind of know like what our perfect day would be and all the things that we want to do in a day, but yet for whatever reason we don't quite get to that level of accomplishing everything that we want to do in a day. And what I did was, while I was on holiday break with the kids, I just kind of scratched down on a piece of paper. It's very messy, very just like I was sitting around and I had this thought, and I wrote down everything that I would like to do in a day, like my wish list. If I could plan how I would want my day to be, regardless of if I think it's possible or not to actually follow through with it, I wanted to write it down on paper so that I had somewhere to start. So then I took it to the next level and I actually tried to accomplish the whole thing in one day to see if it was possible. And for me, the hardest thing was starting my day at 5 a.m. and going to the gym. Like, it's something that I always think I want to do, but the reality of it is it's a very difficult thing to do. But I do know from experience, if I can get myself to start my day that early, whether I go to the gym or not, if I can just get myself up and out of bed and ready early in the morning, I am gaining hours onto my day. And I am feeling much more accomplished at the end of the day, and I'm also good and tired at the end of the day, and I'm able to more easily go to bed. So what I'm going to share with you today is me following through with my plan. So I'll kind of read through and show you my day, how it actually went opposed to what I wrote down to do exactly throughout the day. And I came pretty darn close. There were a few things I needed to tweak, and that's probably going to be on a daily basis because, especially if you have children, you never know what's going to be added to your plate on any given day. So you kind of have to roll with the punches. But this was my game plan and my wish list for planning my perfect day, and hopefully it will help inspire you as well. Okay, so I was starting my day at 5 a.m., which I did. Okay, so it is 5:29 in the morning. I just pulled up at the gym. I'm not the only person here. Apparently this is a thing that people do. So I am going to go get on the treadmill and start my day. I woke up at 5 and I just put on a little bit of makeup because I really don't like to leave the house like looking like a troll, which I do without any makeup on. And yeah, so let's get this day started. It's going to be the ultimate challenge today, following through with my entire plan, but let's see if we can do it. I set my alarm for 5 a.m. I got up and I went to the gym. And from 5:30 to 6:30, I allocated time for working out. And then I came home. Now, my plan was to just come home, have coffee, make kid lunches. But I found that I had enough time to not only get home, but to do like a quick rinse off. Like, I'm not washing my hair and drying it and straightening it and all that. But after the gym, I have been coming home, doing like a 5-minute shower just to feel better and getting myself partially ready for the day, getting myself out of the gym clothes. And then I have my coffee. So it is 6:41 and I am already making my coffee. I'm a little bit ahead of schedule actually, and I even did a very super quick like shower, just like soapy up and rinse off as quick as I can because I have some errands to run this morning and I just would rather be ready. So I am really doing good. So far so good. Okay, so I'm just checking in on my morning schedule here, my chicken scratch, but this is just very trial right now. I'm just figuring out if I can make this happen. So I did all of this. I got up, went to the gym, having my coffee now. I have breakfast all set up, so I'm about to make that. Lunches are packed, and I am just taking a few minutes while I'm having my coffee here to write my to-do list for the day. So my planner is pretty blank for the most part. I usually just fill in like actual scheduled things that are happening, but then on a day-to-day basis, I like to go in and just kind of make a checklist of things that I need to do every day. So I figured if I don't do it the night before, which ideally is what I would like to do, I'll take this time in the morning to kind of schedule out my day. So my priority today is to make appointments for the new year. I need to make appointments basically for everything: dentist, eye doctor, well care appointments, you know, all of that stuff. So I'm going to spend some time on the phone this morning making appointments for myself and the kids. And then I have to pick up my groceries at 10 a.m. I actually purchased them last night online, so that is helpful. And then, you know, we have our regular kid activities at night. So I hope to get all that done. I have to film a couple of videos today at least. I actually have nothing going up right now, and usually I try to schedule my videos at least a week out. I like to have at least something already scheduled out, but have not done that. With the holidays, I'm kind of way behind, but I have a couple of videos that I hope to film today. So that's where I'm at. So far, so good. It's still early, but let's see if we can do this. After that, I'm taking the time to pack up the kids' school lunches, just make sure that they're all ready to go. I try to make them the night before, so I just have to basically put them in their lunch boxes and make breakfast for my family. So this is done in shifts because everyone is leaving at different times, so we can't really sit down and have breakfast together as a family. But I was able to make something small for my daughter, chat with her a little bit before she left, and then I had breakfast with my son. I usually eat with him because that's around the time I'm really getting hungry, especially after working out. And then I wake up my daughter Madison and make her breakfast and get her off to school. So it would be way easier if I could just make breakfast one time. So that was a little bit challenging as well. I'm kind of making 3 different things on top of it because everyone wants something different. And if I have to prepare it separately anyway, it hardly matters. So that's going to be a challenge, but I was able to do it thus far. And then once the kids are all out of the house and off to school is when I have to take care of the dogs. So I will feed them, and while they're eating, I'm just like cleaning up the kitchen, get all of the dishes in the dishwasher, and once they're fed, I take them for their walk, which is another thing that I've been neglecting to do lately. So I was glad that I kind of gave myself the push to get outside, get some fresh air, and take the dogs for a walk, even though it's freezing cold out right now. So then by 10 o'clock, I had allocated time to work on either my Mickey World travel work that I have to do, just following up with clients, sending out emails, putting together quotes, helping out with trips, things like that, itineraries, or working on YouTube. So it just depends on what's more pressing at the time, and that's going to fluctuate on a day-to-day basis. Okay, so it's 10 a.m. and I just brought the dogs in from their walk, and now I have some errands to run. I actually have to pick up my groceries for the day this particular day, but I also got a little bit of computer work done already this morning. So far so good. So I'm gonna go ahead and get my groceries now. In addition to that, and when I originally made this list, I didn't write down anything at all about keeping up with household chores, vacuuming, mopping, cleaning the bathrooms, like any of that. I don't know what I was thinking, but I didn't allocate time for that at all. From 10 to 11:30 is now going to be a combination of work and getting things done around the house. So in the morning, I'm kind of picking up and doing things anyway as I'm getting the kids off to school. But once I walk the dogs, I want to just give the house a quick cleaning, just declutter a little bit, make sure that the kitchen is clean, and then I get to work. Because if everything is a mess around me, there's no way I can focus. So again, that's something I'm going to have to work on because I can get really wrapped up with that. Like once I get into the cleaning mood, sometimes it's hard to stop, and I'm finding myself going way too long doing that and then neglecting having the time that I need for my work stuff. So I'm going to have to limit my time in doing that. Then 11:30 I have designated for lunchtime, which I usually have at my desk anyway and continue to work, but 11:30 till 12 I am just focusing on eating and working. I'm forced to be in front of the computer at that time. Okay, so it's 11:40 and I just made my lunch. I'm just having peanut butter and jelly and a glass of milk, and I'm going to go check my schedule and see where I'm at, but I'm pretty sure lunch was from 11:30 to 12, and I'm going to work at my desk while I'm eating. So let's go check on that and see how I'm making out so far today. Okay, so far so good, and this didn't really happen because I had to go pick up the groceries and put the groceries away, but I did do a little bit of Mickey World travel work, so that's good. So now I am in here, 11:30 to 12. Oh, I'm supposed to do yoga too. I forgot about that. And also in this area here, I added cleaning and chores for some reason. I don't know what I was thinking. I clearly do not have a live-in housekeeper, but I had all of this, and I didn't have anything about doing laundry and dishes and vacuuming and cleaning bathrooms and all of those things. So I think the morning's going to be a combination. I might have to cut this in half and do maybe like an hour of work and an hour of household stuff. That's why today is just kind of figuring it all out. So hopefully by the end of the day, I will have a better plan. And then I have time to do just like a yoga stretch, just some form of yoga. It's more of like a meditative kind of relaxing yoga. I'm not working out at this time, but I'm just giving myself time to breathe and stretch and just disconnect from everything. Just do some kind of a relaxing yoga routine. And on my perfect day list, that happens from 12 to 12:30, and then from 12:30 to 2:30, back to either Mickey World Travel or YouTube, or probably just folding the laundry, just whatever I need to finish up from the morning that I did not get done. Okay, so the work portion ended up going a lot longer than I anticipated. I unknowingly was surprised with Disney's free dining promo this morning, and that made me super busy. So between the Disney phone lines being down and the Disney website really being glitchy, it has been hours and hours that I've been trying to help people out. So I guess I kind of just have to learn to go with the flow. Some days I'm going to have more time that I'm going to be doing work, and some days I will have more time to catch up on household chores. But that is not today, and someone really has the life here. Laundry is overflowing. I have a load in the washer, a load in the dryer. I have to do bedding and towels and all the stuff. So I'm just going to have to try to find a good balance today. And then around 2:30 is when I pick up Madison from school. And once I get her home from school and I go over her schoolwork and things like that, I try to do some dinner prep. Now, if I'm doing like a crock pot meal, I'll set that up in the morning. But if it's something that I need to do like right before dinner time, I save that for the days that we don't have an insane amount of kid stuff going on. And I try to take some time right after school just to do some prep work if I need to chop up vegetables or just prepare whatever it is that I need to prepare for our dinner. And then the rest of the night is kid activity time. So from like 4 to 6 o'clock, 90% of the time we have dance, we have sports, we have drama, like there's something going on. Swim team, we have 3 children if you're new to my channel, and they're all very involved in things. So I take that time exclusively for basically carpooling kids around to different activities, and I don't schedule anything for that time because I know I'm going to be taken away from it. And finally, around 6:30 at night is when we are having dinner. We should be home from any kid stuff at that point, and I will make dinner. You guys know I've been working on trying to put together healthy meals for my family, so I'm still working on that. I'm still trying new recipes. So far it's been going really well, and I'm really excited about it. So I'll share some of that with you guys in the future as well, but it's been really helpful to me, you know, meal planning and just making sure I have everything ready that I need for dinner time. Okay, so we're towards the end of the day now. Hope you guys are still sticking with me. From 7 to 8, I just basically do kitchen cleanup, and that's also the time that I take to pack the kids' school lunches. And I usually do this in bulk, so I'll do like 2 or 3 days of lunches all at one time. So I am not making the kid lunches every single night. It's probably only going to be like 2 or 3 nights a week that I have to put that all together. So that's super helpful too. I just figure if I'm going to make one sandwich, I might as well make like 6. What's the difference? You have all this stuff out already anyway, and I find it to be a huge time saver. And then from about 8 to 9 o'clock at night is basically getting the kids ready for bed. And I have 2 older kids, so I really don't have to do much with them, but just make sure all the homework's done, make sure Madison does her reading, showers, gets ready for bed, and I put her to bed. And then from about 9 until 10, it's just kind of my downtime. And then I go to bed. I'm trying really hard to go to bed by 10 o'clock because I'm trying to get up at 5, and I need that sleep. I am used to 8 to 9 hours sleep every night. So even scaling back to like 6 or 7 hours has really been affecting me. I feel like I have like circles under my eyes all the time now. Like it's just an adjustment, and I'm sure I will get used to it, but it really is worth it in the end when I can get myself out of bed at 5 a.m. It's hard initially, but it's so worth it. So I hope that you guys enjoyed hearing what my perfectly planned day would be, and let me know in the comments below if this is something that you're interested in trying out, and certainly let me know how you make out if you do decide to give it a try. Just take a piece of paper, and from the time you wake up till the time you go to bed, just try to give yourself somewhat of a game plan for the day, and if you follow it, I guarantee you will feel so much better and so much more productive. I hope that you guys are all doing well with your New Year's resolutions, and if you haven't done so already, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if you are enjoying my Motivational Mondays. I'm trying to get back into a routine with that with Vlogmas. I kind of fell off the boat with that because I had so much other content going on, but especially now coming into the new year, I think Motivational Mondays will be helpful for me and for you. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Take care. Bye.